Welcome back to another episode here on the Eternal Sith Network, where you get all your Star Wars news. Today we're going to be talking about a certain character in the Star Wars franchise that could be making their return to Jedi Survivor. But before we do start, remember, hit the subscribe, like, notification bell so you're always in the know on everything Star Wars. And remember, once you're done watching this video, go check out my last one. Give it a thumbs up as you watch. Let's start the show. We know that next year in the springtime we will be getting Jedi Survivor, the video game, which is the sequel to Jedi Fallen Order, which was a great game, I have to say. But we do know this. For starters, this game takes place 10 years after Revenge of the Sith, so which is around the time of the Kenobi series, which I thought we maybe would have gotten like a little cameo of, yes, Cal Kestis in the Kenobi series, which definitely should have happened. But I do have to say, there's a lot to explore with this video game and with the current canon now, and I could see that possibly maybe they might do some ties to the actual live shows or a connection to another video game, and that is of the villain. Now let's talk about the villain first off. There's not really much known about the villain in the actual video game. It just looks like some ancient Sith from what we're told. We don't really know much about, but it looks like this ancient Sith gets kind of like resurrected. But it looks like there's two in the video game. It looks like there's one that was frozen that we have in the chamber, but also there's another one that he goes up against that has a mask. Now, one of the things that has been surfacing and that, I kind of thought about is I think it would be a great idea to include, yes, the one, the only Starkiller as an Inquisitor. And I think he'd be a great villain for this video game to resurface. And I'll tell you why. Because when you watch the Andor series, you get to see the helmet of Starkiller in the actual episode of episode 4, but you still see it kind of like cameo in throughout, other episodes in the season. But who's to say we can't get this? Now, obviously, it won't be the Starkiller that we've come to know and love from the obvious The Force Unleashed, and he won't be as OP. Who's to say it can't be Starkiller himself, but as an Inquisitor in the video games where Cal Kestis goes up against? And also, it could be the reintroduction of Starkiller in a newer version in this video game. And I think that if they can incorporate him as one of the main villains in this, I think they can do a good job with it. I mean, again, I know that we all would love to have the Starkiller Galen Marek from The Force Unleashed, but to have him as the villain against Cal Kestis and as an Inquisitor with that helmet, I think looks dope. I really like the idea of it. I think that they can ride it for a while. And listen, it could be that maybe he faces Cal Kestis and maybe he gets killed by him. Now, I know you guys are saying that's insane because Starkiller is OP, but remember, Force Unleashed is a different entity. That is not canon. So if they were to bring Starkiller in, which you've seen the helmet already in Andor, that is a way to incorporate him. And again, they're connecting a lot of the stuff. So it's only a matter of time before we see Cal Kestis, I have to say, in live action, or we get some sort of a series with him in it at least. But comment down below, let me know what you think about this idea of possibly getting Starkiller as the main villain in the new Star Wars Jedi Survivor video game. Remember, for more Star Wars content, hit the subscribe, like, and notification bell so you're always in the know as I have another video out tomorrow. And remember, the Eternal Sith, then, now, forever. Later, guys.